What else we got here from Julia?
This is a great question from Julia. It says, a friend has been putting money into a bank account for her kids every month, and then recently she learned that it's being taxed at $20 a month. Seems not right. Oh,
It's just
what
not
an
cricket.
hour. It's an outrage. Can anyone explain what's happening here and why single parent, 2 kids under 10, starting their own business, pays taxes properly? Taxing the children.
Taxing the kids. What are we?
Can we not think about the children, please?
Would someone think about the
Somebody
children?
think about the children.
Okay, Julia, there's a heap of comments in the Facey. That account could be flying in the wind without a tax file number on it. And then what happens, any bank that has a bank account and it does, and this is best practice for everyone. I've literally met people with savings accounts that are functioning adults and they're like, oh yeah, there's just money that gets taken out for tax each month because they do not have a tax file number. So basically what happens is the bank each month withhold the highest tax rate of the day and sends that money to the tax office. And then at the end of the year, when you do your tax return, they've withheld the highest rate and it will come out in the wash. So, but on this for kids, Catherine Hayes, who I saw in Perth last week, hello Catherine, at the Financial Advice Association conference, whether they have tax file numbers or not may not make a difference. If they're minors and the accounts are in their names, interest is classified as unearned income. It can be subject to tax as high as 66% once the interest exceeds $417. And then I think it kind of, if you just look at unearned income children's tax rate, it goes up to 66% and then back down, I think, after around $1,500 or something like that. But I don't want to bury the lead here. Check with the particular bank or lender what their policy is around minor accounts because they will have different things and withhold different amounts on different ages. I'll also put a link in the show notes and the comments to a blog that I did, Investing for Kids. It's such a wild thing. But yeah, just a bit of a flag. You want to make sure that, and you can get a tax file number at any age. So you can apply and if you want to invest for the kids, you can get the kid a tax file number. You can set them up with an investment account or a super account and start going to town on them. So there's some discussion there about investing on behalf of children as a trustee. However, the tax needs to be declared somewhere, and I'll save that you can have a look at the blog post if that's of interest to you, everyone. But hey, we'll be back right after this, and we're going to have some fun. Shane, would you tell your friends how much you earn?
Oh, I don't know, Glen. The truth is, yes, I tell everyone how much I earn.
Okay, I'll ask you after this.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that when we get back. We'll be back right after this. Hey, it's Glen here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money, Money, Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.